Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Goal Wins. Leicester have just finished against Tottenham 1-1. The game finished, Mahrez getting our goal, Dele Alli getting theirs. Let's talk about the game now. So like I just said, Leicester just finished against Tottenham 1-1 at King Power Stadium. What do we think about the game then? On reflection of the whole game, I think a point is a fair result. Obviously, after we went 1-0 down and then scored straight after, 30 seconds, a minute after, a point is a really good result for us. I mean, Mahrez's goal was just magnificent. But like I said, on the basis of the whole game, I think 1-0 was a fair result. Unlike previous games, we really struggled to put our foot on the game in the first 20-30 minutes. We really struggled to kind of get a grip on the game, and that really held us back in the start of the game. But you know, a few minutes later, the ball kind of started feeling good after 15 minutes. We started to keep hold of possession a bit more. Chances started to fall our way. Nothing clear cut. I mean, we didn't test Lloris, but Vardy started getting in the channels, and Mahrez started to get a lot more of a ball, which we all know is dangerous. But really, the first half, apart from the drinks break, nothing really happened. Yeah, scorching weather today, 27 degrees if you're not in Leicester today, but unbelievably hot. And yeah, it seems to kind of take our energy away from us, the heat. I'm not sure if it was the heat or just tiredness really, but we seemed kind of lackadaisical and lethargic in that first 25 minutes. So did Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham didn't look like they were going to create too much, and really the first half was a bit of a turgid affair. It kind of played itself out, and no team looked really threatening. Anyway, in the second half, so goes to second half, no substitutions or anything. Same teams come back out. Again, Leicester started really strong in the second half this time. We started really strong after the half. Again, creating a few opportunities, but nothing clear cut. And Tottenham, again, kind of, Kane was really on his own up top. I'm not really sure what they were doing. For us, I was really happy. For them, I think Eriksen getting injured and not being in the starting lineup just before the game was massive for us, because he's that player who's the link man between Kane and Chadli, Dembele and Lamela just couldn't cut it today, and Lamela especially was poor giving the ball away. Again, for us though, I mean, Drinkwater had a bit of a poorer game today. I thought he gave the ball away in a few situations where it really didn't need to be given away. Some of Mahrez's passes in the first half, and he was far too greedy in the first half for my liking. Obviously, it came out in the second half. You keep him on the pitch. That's what happens in the second half when he scored his goal. But yeah, the first half we were poor. I mean, like I said, second half so started a bit better. The game kind of again petering out. The pace was a bit slow, and about the 70th minute, Tottenham bring on their first few signings. 19-year-old Dele Alli comes on. They're signing recently in the summer. Well, they signed quite a long time ago, but they could only feature from this summer. Dele Alli comes on. Really, the game doesn't change too much. The game kind of seems the same. Not too many things happening. Mahrez hits the post. He does it. The post ball comes into him, and he unleashes a right-foot shot, really tight angle, hits the post, and you're thinking again the game's gonna kind of die out. In the first half, just quickly, I forgot to mention a second ago, we should have had a penalty in my opinion. Mahrez is brought down in the box by Vertonghen. Vertonghen's hanging onto his shirt, and as well as that, he catches him. I think the referee hasn't given it, because from the referee's point of view, Mahrez is pulling Vertonghen's shirt as he comes down, and I think he's seen him pulling Vertonghen's shirt and thought, well, he's doing it as well, so it's not a foul, and I think that's why the referee hasn't given it. But I think for us it should have been a penalty, and obviously it could have changed the game if we'd have got the penalty. But yeah, second half, eventually Kante comes on for us in about the 72nd minute it was, and then Inler comes on in about the 80th minute, and about a minute after Inler comes on, they score. The ball's gone out wide. Kane gets it in the middle first. Our defence are kind of all over the place. The ball goes out wide left to Chadli, on the edge of the box. He then kind of brings it back into his right foot. No one's marking Ali on the back stick. Ball comes in, Morgan kind of lunges in on Kane, misses there, Ali at the back post, 1 yard out, Schlupp appealing for offside, which I don't like. Get in there and make a challenge instead of appealing. And then anyway, Ali a yard out, he's not going to miss, diving header, bottom corner, and you're thinking, oh, blooming hell, here it is then. It's over, I'm going to have to do a depressing video tonight, we're going to lose our first game, everyone's going to be upset, and hey-ho. Kick-off comes on, ball's played around for a little bit, finds its way out right to Riyad Mahrez. We all know what this man's capable of. Cuts inside, on his left foot. What a strike. Curls it into the far corner. Crowd goes mental. I go mental. Everyone goes mental. What a moment. He really is the magic man this season. He's got those magic in his feet. I mean, 6 in his last 6 Premier League games people keep going on about. But for me, he's already got 4 in 3 this season. That's what's more impressive. And not just that, but he's been amazing. He really is our massive threat. He's our best player now. And he's looked so composed and gifted when he's had the ball, which is really good to see. I know a lot of the times like I said in that first half, he was too greedy and he's trying to do too much. But I don't mind it in a sense because it just shows he's got confidence in his ability, and that's why he scored that goal, because he had confidence in his ability to go inside and whip that shot in. And what a moment it was, and he wheels off in celebration. And anyway, then the last 10 minutes, Inler and Kante came on for those kind of last 15 minutes, and for me, I felt like they really solidified the game down for us. Kante is one who, his challenges look very, very good again. His pace is something we haven't got in the midfield when Drinkwater and King are there, and he just seems to be able to manoeuvre the ball better. Inler as well, when he came on, he looked quite composed, did misplace one pass, but won us a free kick on the edge of the area. Looked composed, spreading the play, spread one nicely out back to Mahrez after a corner came out to him. So I think I wouldn't be surprised really if both of those two did start next week, at least one of them. Drinkwater did have a poor game today, and I would replace Drinkwater next week with one of them, because when they came on, it looked kind of a class above when King and Drinkwater were on. I know they weren't on for long, but they still felt like they composed the game and kept it down. The last few minutes, though, we were under bombardment again from Tottenham. A few corners coming in. Kante making two really key blocks, one forcing a corner and one from the corner, preventing a volley at the far post. But he really, to me, he is kind of a player who's going to get him and disrupt the game, and he did that really well. On the basis of the whole game, what is my overall opinion? I felt like our pressing wasn't as strong today. I'm not sure if that's because we were playing against a team of Tottenham and we gave them a bit too much respect, but we didn't seem as hurried, and I'm sure the heat had something to do with that. We didn't seem as hurried in our closing down today. But, you know, all in all, a point's a really good result against Tottenham. We can't kid ourselves about that. We're still top of the league on 7 points, but come the end of the season, there could be a lot of teams around us if we finish near the relegation zone. Cross fingers we won't, but there'll be a lot of teams around us who won't pick up a point at home to Tottenham. So I think it is a really good point, and it just means we stay unbeaten. Like I said, our pressing wasn't that good today, and Tottenham are by far the best team we've played against so far, I would say. Obviously, West Ham lost at home today to Bournemouth as well, so they look like our win away to there was a win we needed as well, because Bournemouth have won there, if that makes sense. But yeah, today, Tottenham look like the kind of the best opponents we've played, despite not actually looking good on the field. I imagine it was tough out there. Kane had no service, like I said, was completely cut off and was ineffective, but they did look dangerous when they went forward. Again, for us, it wasn't our best performance this season, and that's got to be taken into account. We have played better than that in the first two games. And I think really what is important for us is it shows how much we need a good start in a game. We need to really challenge in the first few minutes, and we weren't in this game. We were giving the ball away a few times a bit sloppily, and in possession as well, to say, we didn't look as comfortable. There were a few hoofs out from the back and sliced kicks. It was just kind of a bit nervy, I guess, in certain situations. But yeah, like I said, Ben, the point was amazing, especially after going 1-0 down. At the start of the game, I predicted a draw, a score draw, and obviously that's come true. Yeah, but for me, Mahrez's goal was obviously the highlight, and I would say he was the player of the game again. No one else really stood out. No one kind of made a massive impact. Vardy and Okazaki seemed a bit cut off today. They weren't as close to the midfield as I would like, and they seemed to get brought into the game more when Kante and Inler came on, which I liked. Kante is very, very, I can't think of a word, but moves around a lot. He'll get in, he'll get stuck in, and he's very varied in his movements. He won't just stay in the centre of midfield and spread it wide. He goes in behind the strikers, lets them come in behind, and I really enjoyed seeing that from him today. And like I said, the point is a really, really good result. I'm not sure Tottenham fans will be happy with it. Obviously, for them, it's Leicester away. Like I said in my preview, a game they should be winning. But, you know, Leicester are a good side this season. We really are a good side. And I don't think anyone can take that away from us now, especially after being unbeaten after 3 games. But yeah, 7 points. It keeps us ahead of pretty much all of our rivals. I mean, it keeps us ahead of everyone in the table. But in terms of staying unbeaten, it's just a massive thing for the team, for their confidence going forward into the next one. Because our next few games will be against teams who've kind of got a bit of confidence after good results. Obviously, Villa lost today. Our next kind of home game we've got against a side that will be around us. But yeah, I'm more than happy with the point that we secured, really. I do think it's a good point, and come the end of the season, like I said, I think it'll be an even better point. Let's just talk about player ratings. For Schmeichel, I'm going to give him a 6. I didn't think he did anything wrong. It would be rare Schmeichel gets more than a 6 this season. I hope he doesn't get more than a 6 unless he keeps an amazing clean sheet against one of the big teams. But 6 means he really hasn't done anything wrong. Delat, I'm going to give a 6 as well too. Delat looked quite comfortable coming forward, but again, he did let kind of Chadley get too much room for the goal, especially, and his tracking back seemed a bit poor. Morgan, I'm going to give a 6. Should have actually got a goal right near the end. I forgot to mention that in the last 10 minutes. lovely ball in by Mahrez, and Morgan gets there first and heads it straight at Lloris. I mean, he can't really direct it because he's leaping over a few people, but straight at Lloris. Really unlucky that was. Last 10 minutes. I'm going to give him a 6. Hoof, I'm going to give a 5 because I thought Hoof, as much as he got stuck in today, his positioning was a bit poor at times, and his distribution again looked a little bit sloppy today. Schlupp, I'm going to give a 5-2 just because of a goal. The goal, really, he's got to be in a better position than that. Albrighton, I'm going to give a 6-2. He didn't make too much of an impact on the game, but his work rate's always important. King, I'm going to give a 7. I thought King was the better of the midfielders today. His run in the first half is a nice little jinky run. He seems to have a real injection of pace this season that he didn't have in previous seasons about him, and that's really good to see that we have got someone in there now who's got a bit of pace, obviously with Kante, and King looks like he's got that extra kind of pace. I'm not sure if that's just from training this summer or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. Drinkwater, I'm going to give a 6. Some bad passes, maybe a 5.5 even, but some poor passes really, and it's just really from his first 2 performances were so good that this one is a step down from that level. Mahrez, I'm going to have to give him an 8 again. It's just a wonderful, wonderful goal, but a few times he was too greedy on the ball, and he kind of has to learn when to release it and when to go, because when he does go, he's amazing and he scares defences, and he's easily the best player on our team, but sometimes there will be a pass on and he looks to go himself every time when he's in this much confidence. But yeah, unbelievable again, the goal. What a player, what a man we've got. Thank God we've got him on a 5-year contract in the summer. So yeah, an 8 for him. And then Vardy and Okazaki both 6s. Not really too much impact on the game today. I'm not sure if that was because of the heat and we couldn't really get to support to him, but it was just a kind of a work rate performance from him. Didn't really get too many chances. Vardy had one kind of pull back that he just smashed across the box, which is something he really needs to work on in his game. Actually finding a man when he gets to the byline, not just crossing it in and hoping that there's someone there. That is something he needs to work on. But I'm saying a few negatives there, but you know, all in all, it's a positive result. It's a positive performance. We kept kept a draw, kept unbeaten. We haven't lost to Tottenham at home, which we did last season, so it's an improvement on last season. And really, the performance wasn't bad when you consider we're playing against, like I said, a top 6, top 7 team. That's all for this review then. Please leave your comments down below. Please like the video as always and subscribe to me. Hit the subscribe button around here somewhere or around your screen. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.